All right, so today we're going to be looking at how to prepare for an interview for a dairy products manufacturing worker.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
right? We've got all these RoleCatcher resources,
Hmm.
interview guides, and career insights.
Oh, nice.
We'll even be looking at their AI and see how that can help us prepare.
Wow, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, so it's more than just like making cheese. You know,
Oh, for sure.
there's a lot of quality control and expertise that they're looking for in these roles.
What I think is so interesting about this role is how much it really combines like your passion for food
Yeah,
and your technical know-how.
definitely.
You're not just showing up. You're like part of creating this thing that people are gonna enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's jump into some of these sample interview questions.
Okay.
So first up, uh, what motivated you to pursue a career in dairy products manufacturing?
Mm.
So it seems like a pretty simple question,
Yeah.
but what are they really getting at here?
I think they're looking for like genuine interest,
Right.
like the why behind your application.
Okay.
Like, did you grow up on a dairy farm or are you just fascinated by like the science of turning milk into cheese?
Okay,
The more specific and passionate you are, the better.
gotcha.
And this is actually where RoleCatcher's AI can be super helpful because it analyzes your answers
Oh, cool.
and it suggests ways to highlight your unique motivation. So really tailoring it to the specific job.
So instead of saying something generic like, I like working with food,
Right.
I could say something like, I've always been fascinated by the transformation of milk into different products and how different processes create unique flavors and textures.
Exactly. And if you're using RoleCatcher, the AI might even suggest you add like a personal touch, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like maybe a childhood memory about dairy or a specific product that really sparked your interest. It's all about making that connection.
All right, cool. Next question.
Okay.
What aspect of dairy production interests you the most?
Ooh.
So this feels like they're going a little deeper here.
Yeah, they are. They want to gauge your knowledge and enthusiasm. Like, are you super into the science behind like fermentation?
Right.
Or do you have a knack for like operating and maintaining like the really intricate machinery?
Okay,
So make sure you show them that you've done your homework.
gotcha. So if I'm really interested in quality control,
Mm-hmm.
I could talk about how I'm super detail-oriented and I really enjoy ensuring that every product meets the highest standards.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher's AI could help you frame that answer in a way that like really resonates with the specific company's values.
Okay.
Like maybe they prioritize quality above all else, you know?
Mm.
Or maybe they're known for their super innovative production methods, so the AI can help you tailor your response to that.
All right, so let's get a little technical here.
Okay.
How do you ensure the quality of dairy products during the manufacturing process?
Mm-hmm.
So this is where my experience with HACCP comes in.
Ah.
Hazard analysis and critical control points.
Yes, HACCP is so crucial in dairy.
Yeah.
Make sure you talk about monitoring temperature, pH levels, bacteria counts. Mention any experience you have with specific quality control procedures.
Right.
And if you have any certifications, definitely mention those.
Okay.
Oh, and remember, stories are super powerful. So if you have an example of a time where you like identified and solved a quality issue,
Mm-hmm.
share that.
So if I notice a slight temperature deviation during pasteurization
Mm-hmm.
and like took immediate action to correct it,
Yeah,
to prevent like a quality problem,
Yeah.
that would be worth bringing up.
absolutely. It shows you're proactive and that you understand the importance of every step.
Okay.
Now, RoleCatcher's AI might suggest you quantify the impact of those actions.
Okay.
Like, did you save a certain amount of product from being wasted, or did you receive any kind of recognition for being so vigilant?
Right.
So add in those details to give it some weight.
Okay, let's tackle another one. How do you handle equipment maintenance and repairs in a dairy manufacturing plant?
Ooh.
So I'm pretty handy with like a wrench and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm guessing there's a bit more to it than that.
Yeah, you need to understand like preventative maintenance and troubleshooting.
Okay.
Familiarize yourself with the different types of equipment.
Right.
Pasteurizers, separators, homogenizers,
Yeah.
and all their maintenance requirements.
Okay.
And just a reminder, a homogenizer is what breaks down the fat globules in the milk
Right.
to create that smooth texture.
Yeah.
Super important for things like milk and ice cream.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I do have experience calibrating a pasteurizer,
Ooh, perfect.
which is super important because it makes sure the milk is heated to the right temperature
Mm-hmm.
for the right amount of time
Yes.
to
Yeah.
kill the bacteria, but without affecting the flavor.
Excellent. That shows practical knowledge.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI might suggest you explain the importance of calibration.
Okay.
for maintaining the quality and the safety of the product. So really emphasizing you understand the bigger picture.
Okay, so safety is obviously a big deal in this industry. So how would I approach the question? How do you ensure safety protocols are followed in a dairy manufacturing plant?
All right, so start with the basics,
Okay.
wearing the proper safety gear, following procedures for chemicals and equipment, and knowing those emergency protocols.
Okay.
Then you can take it a step further, talk about any proactive measures like identifying and reporting potential hazards.
Right.
And of course, RoleCatcher's AI is going to help tailor your answer
Yeah.
to address the specific safety concerns relevant to that job.
Okay, so I could say something like, I always make sure my team knows the locations of emergency shutoff switches for all the equipment.
Yes.
And I encourage them to report even minor spills or equipment malfunctions right away.
Exactly. That shows leadership and a commitment to that safe work environment.
Okay, great. And what about regulatory compliance?
Oh, yeah.
So they asked, how do you ensure compliance with regulatory requirements in the dairy manufacturing industry? This one feels a bit daunting.
I know. But don't worry, just demonstrate your awareness of industry standards.
Go
Talk
ahead.
about your familiarity with key regulations like the FDA and USDA guidelines. Highlight any experience with audits or inspections or maintaining those detailed records.
Gotcha. So I've been responsible for maintaining HACCP logs,
Oh, perfect.
which basically ensures that all critical control points are monitored and documented for traceability and food safety.
That's exactly the experience we're looking for.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI might suggest you quantify that experience.
Uh-huh.
Mention how many records you've managed or the frequency of audits you participated in.
Okay, great. This is all super helpful.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel much more confident about this interview.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Remember, preparation is key.
Yeah,
And RoleCatcher's resources are here to support you every step of the way.
absolutely. All right, so let's keep going. We have a lot more to unpack here.
Okay.
I'm excited to see what else RoleCatcher has in store for us.
Me too. Okay, so moving on to a question about efficiency. How do you ensure the efficient use of raw materials during the dairy products manufacturing process? Now, this might seem like something management should worry about,
Right, yeah.
but every worker plays a role.
For sure.
It's all about understanding that minimizing waste and being cost conscious is everyone's job.
Right.
So you want to highlight how you optimize those processes,
Okay.
how you properly calibrate the equipment, and how you make sure you're minimizing waste at every step.
Gotcha.
So for example, you can talk about how you carefully measure ingredients to prevent overuse,
Yeah.
which can really add up in dairy production.
Oh, for sure. I've definitely had those close calls
Oh, yeah.
where I double-checked a measurement and realized I almost poured in twice as much.
Oops.
Yeah, it definitely made me realize how important precision is.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher's AI might even suggest you connect that story to a specific process,
Okay.
like making sure the right amount of culture is added to yogurt
Okay.
so it ferments properly. It really shows that you're thinking about the science behind it all.
Okay, this next question focuses on the bigger picture.
Okay.
How do you ensure the timely delivery of dairy products to customers? So it seems like we're getting into logistics here,
Yeah.
which isn't really my area of expertise.
I hear you, but it's important to remember that the final product isn't just about what's made.
Right?
It's about getting it to the customer on time and in perfect condition.
For sure.
So even if you're not directly involved in logistics, you still play a role in maintaining that quality.
Okay, so if I had experience like loading delivery trucks
Yeah.
or making sure products were stored properly at the correct temperature, that would be good to mention.
Absolutely. It shows an awareness of the entire supply chain.
Okay.
You could even talk about ways to improve efficiency,
Okay.
like a better way to organize products in the fridge or improving communication between the production and shipping teams.
Okay, this next one's a bit tricky.
All right, what is it?
How do you manage a team in a dairy manufacturing plant?
Okay.
So I'm not applying for a supervisor position or anything,
Right.
but I do want to show some leadership potential.
Good thinking. Highlight those teamwork skills, your communication style, your ability to motivate others.
Okay.
And RoleCatcher can help you tailor that answer
Yeah.
to highlight the specific qualities that company values.
So instead of just saying I'm a good leader,
Right.
I could give an example.
Exactly.
Like when we had a new team member, I took the time to train them on all the safety procedures and made sure they felt comfortable asking questions.
Perfect.
So they could get up to speed quickly, and we were all on the same page.
Yeah, you're showing action and a proactive approach to teamwork.
Okay, awesome. Next question.
Okay.
How do you stay up to date with the latest trends and developments in the dairy manufacturing industry?
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah. Why is this so important to them?
It shows initiative and a desire to learn. So talk about any industry publications you read, any conferences you've attended, or even online resources that you use.
Okay.
Are you a part of any professional organizations?
I am.
Oh, cool. Which one?
I'm a member of the American Dairy Science Association.
Awesome.
They have a great journal, and they host webinars on new technologies and research.
Very cool. RoleCatcher's AI might suggest you mention a specific article or presentation that you found interesting. Really showcase your engagement with the field.
Okay.
You can even mention a specific trend that excites you, like sustainable packaging or new cultures for cheese making.
All right. This next one gets a bit personal.
Okay.
Describe a time you had to make a difficult decision in a fast-paced production environment.
Yes, the pressure test.
Yeah. They definitely want to see how I handle pressure.
Exactly.
But what kind of example should I give?
So think about a situation where you had to think and act quickly.
Okay.
Describe the problem, your thought process, the action you took, and the positive outcome. Did you ever have to choose between stopping production to fix something or find a workaround to keep things moving? Or maybe you had to prioritize tasks when multiple things were happening at once?
Oh, yeah. I had a situation like that.
Oh, tell me about it.
A batch of milk wasn't cooling down properly after pasteurization.
Oh.
And I knew we had to get it cooled down quickly before it became a safety hazard.
Yeah, for sure.
So I contacted maintenance, rerouted the milk to a backup cooler, and documented everything.
Good for you. That's a great example.
Thanks.
RoleCatcher might suggest you highlight the specific safety protocols you followed,
Okay.
or how you communicated and coordinated with the other departments.
Gotcha.
It's all about showcasing your skills in action.
All right. Here's one I'm not sure how to approach.
Okay, let's hear it.
How would you handle a situation where a coworker was consistently failing to meet production quotas? Feels like a test of how I deal with conflict.
It is, but it's not about being judgmental or throwing your coworker under the bus. They want to see your teamwork, your communication, your problem-solving skills.
Okay.
Would you offer help? Would you try to figure out what's holding them back?
Yeah, I think I would start by trying to understand what's going on. Maybe they're new or need more training on a specific piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So I would offer my support and see if we could work together to help them improve.
That's a great approach.
Thanks.
And RoleCatcher might suggest you mention how you've helped coworkers in the past.
Okay.
Like sharing tips or suggesting different ways to organize their work.
Now let's talk about stress.
Okay. Everyone's favorite topic.
Right. The question is, how do you deal with stress and maintain a positive attitude in a demanding work environment?
So what they're looking for here is self-awareness and resilience.
Okay.
They want to know that you can handle the pressure without bringing everyone down.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, I don't get stressed,
Right.
talk about your coping strategies.
Okay.
Like taking breaks to clear your head, staying organized, and communicating clearly to avoid misunderstandings.
Yeah, all good tips.
And RoleCatcher can help you connect those techniques to the specific demands of the job.
Okay.
For example, if the job involves a lot of multitasking, you could talk about how you prioritize tasks and maybe use a timer.
Okay, now for a broader question.
Hit me.
What are your thoughts on the growing popularity of plant-based dairy alternatives?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, it's not directly about my skills,
Right.
but I can see why it's relevant.
Yeah, they want to see you're aware of the industry trends and that you can think critically about the future of dairy manufacturing.
Okay, so what should I say?
What do you think about plant-based alternatives?
Well, I think it's both a challenge and an opportunity.
Okay, I like that. Go on.
Plant-based alternatives could lead to less demand for traditional dairy,
Yeah, that's true.
but they also open the door to innovation.
How so?
Maybe dairy companies can partner with plant-based companies
Interesting.
to create new products that appeal to a wider range of
Yeah.
people. Or maybe we can use our knowledge of dairy processing
Yeah.
to improve the quality and sustainability of plant-based options.
Excellent. You're not afraid of change and you're open to new possibilities.
Okay, this next question is about continuous learning.
Okay.
What steps would you take to further develop your skills and knowledge in the dairy manufacturing industry?
They really are emphasizing professional development.
They are. Why do you think that is?
The dairy industry is constantly evolving.
Right.
So employers want to see that you're invested in staying ahead of the curve.
So instead of saying I'm a fast learner, I should talk about specific courses or certifications.
Yes.
like a certification in cheese making or a workshop on advanced sanitation techniques.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher can help you research relevant training programs
Oh, cool.
and suggest certifications that match your career goals.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
It's clear that being a successful dairy products manufacturing worker is about more than just making cheese or yogurt. It's about being passionate about the industry, having strong problem-solving skills, being committed to quality and safety,
Yes.
and being able to adapt to change.
Yeah, you got it. And remember, RoleCatcher is here to help you every step of the way.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've talked about how RoleCatcher can give me feedback on my answers, but what about my resume?
Ah, yes, your resume.
How can AI help me tailor it for a dairy manufacturing job?
That's where RoleCatcher's AI really shines. It analyzes the job description, picks out the key skills and experience,
Okay.
and then suggests how to tweak your resume
Oh, wow.
to highlight those qualifications.
So it's not just about adding keywords.
Right.
It's actually like restructuring my resume
Exactly.
to make sure I'm showcasing the most relevant skills.
It takes all the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, I always spend so much time agonizing over whether I'm emphasizing the right things.
I know it's tough, and think about it.
Yeah.
Recruiters are looking at tons of applications.
Yeah.
Your resume needs to grab their attention. Right.
And RoleCatcher's AI helps you do that.
Plus, it sounds like a huge time saver.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget about cover letters.
Oh, yeah.
RoleCatcher can help tailor those too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they complement your resume and really showcase who you are.
A strong cover letter is so important.
I,
It's a chance to show my personality and my passion.
exactly.
Yeah.
And AI can help you craft a compelling cover letter that really makes them want to learn more about you.
So we touched on this earlier, but can you tell me a little more about RoleCatcher's AI-powered interview practice?
Of course, it's like a virtual interview simulation.
Oh, cool.
You can choose from common dairy manufacturing questions or create your own.
Okay.
And then, as you answer, the AI analyzes your responses.
Oh,
And it gives you feedback on your delivery content and overall performance.
So it's like having a personal coach, but without the cost.
Exactly. It picks up on things like filler words or awkward pauses,
Right.
or maybe places where your answers could be more concise or impactful. That's so valuable. It's hard to be objective about your own performance.
It is. And you can practice as many times as you need to.
That's great until you feel totally confident and prepared.
Exactly.
Wow. RoleCatcher is really going above and beyond to help job seekers stand out.
They are.
It's amazing how technology can really level the playing field.
It really is. Now, before we wrap up, let's go back to that question about plant-based alternatives.
Oh, yeah, that was an interesting one.
It was.
Yeah.
How might you address that in the context of your career goals?
Well, I think it's important to show that I'm aware of the trend and that I'm adaptable.
Okay.
I could talk about being willing to learn new skills related to plant-based production,
Okay.
or highlight how my existing knowledge of food safety and quality control could apply to that sector.
Excellent. It's all about being forward-thinking and embracing the future of the industry.
And of course, we can't forget the classic closing question.
Yes, the dreaded, do you have any questions for us?
Exactly. I know it's important to have some questions ready. But what makes a question stand out in a good way?
Show genuine interest in the company and the role.
Okay.
Ask about their challenges, their opportunities, their company culture.
All right.
You could even ask about specific aspects of the job or their approach to sustainability.
So instead of asking about benefits,
Right.
I could ask something like, what are some ways the company is investing in innovation and sustainability?
Perfect. It shows you're thinking beyond the basics
Yeah.
and that you're interested in their long-term success.
This has been a really insightful deep dive.
It has.
Preparing for a dairy products manufacturing worker interview is about so much more than just knowing how to make cheese or yogurt.
It is.
It's about showing your passion, your problem-solving skills, your dedication to quality and safety, and your ability to adapt to the changing industry.
You got it. And remember, RoleCatcher is there to help you every step of the way.
Absolutely. They have incredible resources, from crafting a standout resume to delivering those confident and compelling answers. So to our listener, as you get ready for your interview, remember this. You are stepping into a world of delicious possibilities where science meets craftsmanship and every day brings new challenges and rewards.
Yeah, true.
Do your research, practice your answers, and use the resources available to you, like RoleCatcher's incredible AI tools.
Yes.
We have no doubt you'll impress those interviewers and land the dairy manufacturing job of your dreams.
Good luck. We can't wait to see what you accomplish in this exciting and ever-evolving industry.